Today we're in Springfield, Massachusetts, and we happen to be in the Gate of Heaven Cemetery. And what we're doing is we're going to talk about all the cemeteries in Springfield that used to be in Springfield. And I hope to give a presentation called The Burial Grounds of Springfield Throughout Its History, which include all the Catholic cemeteries, all the Jewish cemeteries, all the Protestant cemeteries, all the special ones, Native American ones, and also burial grounds outside of Springfield, but that used to belong to Springfield. So I'm going to give you an example of some of these. The two oldest Catholic cemeteries within Springfield are the St. Matthew's Cemetery and the St. Benedict Cemetery. Those are from 1845, 1848. They're ancient as far as Catholics are concerned. We're happy to be in a Catholic cemetery today called the Gate of Heaven, which is the most modern one of all the Catholic cemeteries within Springfield. And so you're looking at 6 Catholic cemeteries in Springfield, and we're looking at the priest circle within that Gate of Heaven one. Now, there are, of course, many Jewish ones because there's a lot of Jewish synagogues around, and there's 4, in fact, and most of those are grouped together in one. The cities of Home, Kessler, Israel, and Sons of Israel are all right together, right? Then there's the Protestants, which are all over the place, and there's very many of them. And none of them beat ever the Springfield Cemetery, but it was moved. And it was moved, that ancient cemetery, into the modern cemetery called Springfield Cemetery, which is a modern, as far as we're concerned, 1840 birth, and it's a garden cemetery. It's very beautiful. But the old Springfield Cemetery had its burials moved right in there. Some were moved to other cemeteries around the city, right? I found them in various places, including the Cherry Hill Cemetery, and there's even a pauper cemetery in Springfield called I forget. Okay, the pauper cemetery, the Potter's Field, is called the Bay Pass Cemetery, and it's in Blunt Park. So it has many Protestant cemeteries, Jewish and Catholic, but it has also Native American. It also has very special cemeteries, and I'll mention some of those. What I mean by that are single-site cemeteries. For instance, Sacred Heart Church has a churchyard burial of its first priest, James McDermott, and is also in crypt, which is in the basement of St. Michael's Cathedral. Out front of St. Michael's Cathedral, there's 2 other priests buried. So there's 5 priests buried at St. Michael's Church itself. All right. Then there is in Forest Park the burial of 3 people, because the person that wanted that Forest Park to open up, he wanted his wife and his son buried there. It's called the Barney Mausoleum. So there's also very special ones around the city. So you can imagine how, if I give a presentation of all the burial grounds of Springfield, including the ones they used to have outside of Springfield, that might take about 3 hours. I might have to split it into 3 parts. But this is a good place to come to because it's a gorgeous cemetery, Gate of Heaven, with a lot of the reverends buried back here. So if you have any questions about these cemeteries, you can always email me. Every cemetery in Springfield has its own page. Every cemetery surrounding Springfield soon, in the next couple of years, will have their own page. All right? And if you're a local historian, you might love this information. But if you're a genealogist, you could probably find it extremely valuable, because a lot of pre-1902 burials weren't with the cemetery they're buried in. And maybe I could help you figure out what cemetery they're in. I have text, pictures, videos, and podcasts on every one of these cemeteries. Thank you very much.